Good morning, everyone. It's me, Valerie, and welcome to today's One Card Wonder Wednesday for today, Wednesday, November 28th, 2018. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm going to try to get my video to pull up. There we go. Finally figured out what I was doing wrong, and now I have everything pulled up so I can see if you're on here. If you comment or give me some likes and hearts and all that good stuff. So today's card is a super simple stamping card using Whisper White cardstock, Smoky Slate ink, Blushing Bride ink, and the limited edition Snow is Glistening and Happiness Surrounds stamp sets. These are only available for 2 more days. Through the 30th, and then they will no longer be available. So if you love them and you want them, you need to order them now because you don't want to miss out. I'm going to set those aside, and I have all my stamps already on my ink pads. This is going to be a really quick card because, like I said, it is simple stamping. So it's just ink, paper, and stamps. I mean, that's everything. Now, I did use the silver foil edge note cards that are in the holiday catalog. They're really pretty. Like I said, these are the silver edged ones, but you can also get them in gold. So just remember, if you want those are also only available while supplies last through the end of December. So the first thing I did, and I'm going to show you, is I took a piece of Whisper White cardstock and I cut it 5 1/4 inches by 4 inches wide. And I just laid that down on my paper. I'll set this here just for my example. And then I start with my Blushing Bride ink, and I use the larger stamp out of the Happiness Surrounds, this medallion stamp, for my large snowflakes because I just thought it looked really pretty with the Blushing Bride ink. So you just ink up your stamp. And I wanted one to be completely whole, so I just did one on the left-hand corner, completely whole. And then I did one up here, partial. And I kind of wanted, on this one, I think I might do another just small piece of it up here in the corner. Not even enough to do the gray snowflake center, but just to give a little bit on that extra corner up there. So now we're done with that block. I'm going to move that Blushing Bride aside so I don't accidentally put my snowflake in that. Now, the Smoky Slate, I'm going to use for this snowflake that is in the Snow is Glistening stamp set, and I'm going to put that in the center of this medallion to make this into my snowflake. And I just think those two colors really complement each other, and I love the way the Smoky Slate looks with the silver. To me, if Smoky Slate had a shimmer to it, it would be that color of silver. And then I just did that one on the edge there a little bit. And now I wanted a couple of these on here as well. But I don't want the full Smoky Slate color, so I'm just going to stamp off one time, and then I'll just put a little on the edge, just a couple of them, one on each side. And each time I just stamped off, just to give it that lighter color. And now I'm finished with that one. And I want to take this one that comes in the Happiness Surround that looks like leaves. And it has, 6 points on it. And I'm just going to do that with the Smoky Slate dark. I'm not going to stamp that off. And I'm going to do a couple of those. I mean, every card you can make just a little bit different. I mean, this one's just a little bit different than this one, but it's got the same stamps and the same ink colors. And now that I have that done, I'm done with that one. I think I'm going to put my sentiment on real quick just so I know it's on there where I want it. And I just used the Joy sentiment from the Snow is Glistening stamp set. And I'm going to make sure I get that straight. I'm going to stand up here and stamp that on just to make sure I've got it on there straight. And then I'm going to take actually it is this one. And I'm going to move that aside, and I'm going to use my Blushing Bride ink again to do the center of these 2 leaf areas. Just to turn those into snowflakes as well, with this other snowflake stamp on top with the Blushing Bride. And then I'm also going to do the same thing where I stamp off one time and then just do it lightly. And you can overlap your snowflakes. I mean, obviously that happens in nature, so just overlap them and put them where you want. Good morning, Aria. And I love that once you stamp off the color a little bit, it just gives it just a little bit of a lighter tone, and it adds to the dimension of the card, even though all you have is ink and stamps. And so this is another little snowflake. It's smaller than this one, but it's the same design. And I'm gonna do a couple with the Blushing Bride, and then I'll do some with the Smoky Slate as well. Let's set that down here. I'm gonna clean this off real quick so I can do the Smoky Slate. And I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna stamp it off and then just make it lighter on here. So you can do as many or as few as you want of any of these stamps. And then there's a super tiny little snowflake that I thought was cute, and I just did that with, I didn't stamp off, I just did the full colors just to add a little bit to the card, just to fill in some of those blank spaces. And then I'll clean that, and I'm gonna do that again with the, yes, Smoky Slate. I almost said gray granite, but it's Smoky Slate. I don't know where my brain is this morning. And just add a couple on there. It doesn't have to be a lot. And so obviously this card has a few more snowflakes than this card, but I love the way you can layer them and to give the card some dimension. And then all you're gonna do after you get your piece stamped is you're gonna use some dimensionals, and I use one in each corner and one in the center just to keep it from sagging in the middle. And I'm going to, if I can get them off the back here, I'm at the end of my sheet of dimensionals here. Just remove that backing that's on them, and then we'll make sure we get it centered onto the card base, which is again those silver foil edged cards that are in the holiday catalog. And now, since this was a project that it was just simple stamping, which is just ink, cardstock, and stamps, I'm not going to add any embellishments to it, but you could always add rhinestones to it. You could add a ribbon, a bow, anything you want, make them into more layers. But I just wanted to do a simple. Okay, so I took the back of my envelope and I did a little snowflake on the back, and I did it in the gray granite. And I stamped off once before I did it, just to make it a lighter one. And then on the front of the envelope, I did a cute little thing where I just did one stamp full strength, and then it just kept going down the line and did two more stamps after, so it just kind of fades, and I thought that was really cute. And so you've got that little faded look on your envelope. Good morning, Lisa Marie. And so there you go, simple stamping. All you need are the cardstock, the inks, and the stamps. And obviously you need some blocks. If you've got these stamps, you're gonna have to have some sort of blocks to use with them. And remember, those stamps are only available through Friday, so if you want them, you need to order them, because after that they will no longer be available. I hope you enjoyed today's One Card Wonder Wednesday. Here are the gorgeous cards and the envelopes to go with. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Wednesday for my next video. Bye.